Good morning, good evening, or afternoon, whenever you're watching this video.
Not coming down. You thought you knew my name. Switch it up like Diddy Fame. Don't be trying to label me from City Twins to Vera Wayne. Kirk Franklin, Cardi B. Moniez Table, watch and see. Wait till your time to eat. All this positivity. Look where I'm tipsy, tipsy, tipsy. All this positivity, tipsy, tipsy. Look where I'm going. Preach.
Hey y'all, welcome to Moniez Table. I'm your girl Moni. Before we get into the video, I need you all to do something. Subscribe to your girl, okay? Subscribe, also hit that bell and turn your post notifications on all so that you can know instantly when I upload a new video, because a lot goes down at the table, so you don't wanna miss it. And be sure to check out my description box down below so that you and be sure to check out my description box down below so that you can connect more with your girl, okay? There's a lot of links in there, all right? So let's get into the video. So you can tell by the title of the video what this video is going to be about, okay? That's why we have titles. So this will be the second time that I have come across this question. I did a video on this topic before, but I think I had only lost probably like 50 to 60 pounds during that time. So after losing 170 plus pounds, of course the situations have definitely changed. I end up getting this question again, so I had already said in that video that I was going to have to revisit this anyway, so it just worked out where I end up getting the question during this time. So the question is, how do men treat me after losing so much weight? Now that I have a different body, am I getting treated any differently? Now, I'm going to break up these men because it's a lot of men in my life, so to speak, okay? I don't mean it like that. I ain't no player. I ain't out here, you know what I'm saying, with just all these men coming at me, okay? Not at all. I have men in my family. I have men who are friends. I have the randoms, which are just men I come across on a day-to-day basis. So on and so forth. Men that I went to school with, that knew me from the past, that I still kind of am connected to via social media. So I'm going to break these men up into some categories. First, it will be family. Then it will be the oldie but goodies, which is all the guys, you know, that I was friends with in high school, or may not have been friends, but associates when we graduated together, so on and so forth. And then you have the randoms, which are guys I don't know, never knew in my life, but I have come across on a day-to-day basis, okay? So I will tell you how I'm getting treated differently now versus how I was treated in the past when I was over 300 pounds. So first I'm going to go with the men in the family. I have a lot of brothers. I have nephews. I have god brothers. It's a lot of men in the family. My father, as far as their love, of course, it hasn't changed. First, I'm going to talk about my brothers. With my brothers, nothing has changed. They still don't consider me an adult. They still, I done had a whole child. I'm out here paying my own bills, own place, all that. And they still don't consider me an adult, okay? They still kind of treat me like I'm a little girl, you know? I'm their sister, so none of that has changed. I do have one brother who had went on a little, I'll call it miniature weight loss journey. He lost like a little bit over 30 pounds. And he did let me know that I helped inspire him and kept him motivated to lose that weight so that he can get back into the best shape. He was an athlete in high school, even after high school. You know, he coached basketball and all of that. So very athletic. And he wanted to get back to where he used to be as far as, you know, his conditioning, his body, and all of that. So he did tell me that with me posting and on social media and getting my health up to par and all of that, that it did motivate him and encourage him and inspire him to continue on his journey so that his body can be at its healthiest. That was one change because I always looked up to my older brothers. So for one of my older brothers to actually look up to me and say that I inspired him definitely is a change in a good way. It helps to keep me motivated. Me inspiring him helps keep me inspired. As far as my other brothers, always tell me how proud of me they are. They've always been like that. Always tell me I'm beautiful. They've always been like that. As far as my dad, he has, he always tell me, I look good, I look great, always complimenting and everything. And he always tell me to watch out for these men. Watch out for these men. But that's something that he told me even before I lost all the weight too. But now he says it more often. Like, watch out for these guys and stuff. And y'all, I'm using a new camera, so if you see me not looking at you and I'm looking over here, I'm trying to make sure everything is up to par so I don't have to redo this video all over again. Okay, so that's the family. Nothing has really changed. My little brother, okay, I do have a younger brother. Only thing has changed with him is I'm able to wear his clothes. And he had so many hoodies that I always wanted to wear. I'd be scoping out them hoodies. And he ended up giving me like 4 or 5, I think it was like 5 hoodies that I now can fit. So that has been a big change. But as far as how the treatment is, nothing. The love is still the same. So now we're going to move on to the oldies. But, well, should I save them for last? No, we're going to move on to the oldies but goodies now, okay? These are guys that knew me from high school, or they may be guys I used to work with in the past and all of that. So with them, let's go with the guys from high school. Now, this is not all the guys, but it has been a couple, okay, that has slid into the messenger on Facebook or slid into the DMs and claimed that they've always had a crush on me, okay? Mind you, y'all, we graduated in 1999. It's 2021. So how long was you holding on to this crush, and why now did you decide to let me know that you've always had a crush on me for all these years? It's just weird that they picked this time. Now, I'm not saying, I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. So I'm not saying that they didn't, A lot of times when you're in high school and you're trying to develop your own character and all of that, and you're a lot of times you're scared with what your friends is going to think or say about you. So being that I was overweight in high school, I wasn't the popular thing. You know what I'm saying? I was okay as a friend. I had a lot of male friends in high school, but as far as dating, it wasn't popular, or it was frowned upon to date a girl who was overweight. It was some guys in the school that they didn't care. Whatever they was attracted to, that's who they was attracted to. And I find that a lot of them guys are very successful in their life because they don't care about what other people think. However, there were some who actually did care. I did do a story time and I expounded on how I was rejected a lot in school because of my weight. So it's funny how some of these guys now are sliding, in the messenger and stuff, and they're telling me, oh, I've always had a crush on you. But I'm like, it's a little too late. It's 20 plus years. Too late for us to revisit this crush. I'm not even that same person no more. And I'm not even talking about just physically. I'm 39. I was 17. Okay, back then. So I'm not the same no more. So I need you to let the crush go, okay? And I understand preferences. Don't get me wrong. I understand preferences. Everyone has a preference. I have a preference. I have a type, okay? There's certain men that I'm attracted to, I'm 5'5". I like guys who are taller, than me. I understand preferences. So your preference may not be someone who's overweight. You may want somebody who's smaller. That's okay. My problem is, do not use the I've always had a crush on you thing. That's my problem. I'd rather for you to just message me and be like, you seem like you cool. I would like to get to know you as an adult. I know we knew each other in high school. I would like to get to know you as an adult if that's possible. You know what I'm saying? Come on, do something else, but not I always had a crush on you. Because to me, it makes me feel like you're trying to manipulate the situation, because you know a great change has taken place, and me versus who I was in high school is totally different. So you don't want to be seen as, oh, now that she done lost weight, now I want her, when all actuality that's actually how I'm viewing you, because of the terminology that you're using, where you're saying I've always had a crush on you in high school. Like, now I'm like, yeah, it's because I lost weight. Now you now you want me. Back then you didn't want me. Now how y'all on me. You know, it makes me see it that way when it's done that way, instead of you just come messaging me like, you know, can I get to know you better? Like, can I get to know you as an adult? Okay, like, Simone, are you single? Simone, can we exchange numbers, have some conversation, like stuff like that. That's all you got to do, you know. I had some guys that I've messed with in the past, and this is not high school. This is once I became an adult, and I've had them to message me as well, which is funny because instead of them leaving a comment under a pic, they will come to Messenger and be like, oh, you doing so good, oh, you look good, and all this. Like, why you ain't comment that under the pic? Are you still ashamed that you feeling me? I don't know. Or do you not want your boo to see that you're commenting under my picture? I don't know. Just comment and say you're doing really good. Keep up the good work, like everyone else does. I don't know. Sometimes guys are awkward. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand them. You know, they always say they don't understand us. We don't understand y'all either, man. We don't understand y'all either. That is something that has definitely changed since I've lost all the weight, and I've shared a lot on social media. So now we're gonna go to the randoms, okay? And these randoms are guys I just come across on a day-to-day basis. Majority of them didn't know me when I was heavier, but I can tell just how differently I get treated versus now versus when I was heavier. I can honestly say, and this is not to toot my own horn, even though I can toot my own horn, but this is not to do that. I've always gotten approached at my heaviest, y'all. When I tell you, even when I was pregnant, I was like 8 months pregnant, waddling, couldn't see my feet. I was big pregnant, okay? Big pregnant. And when I tell you, I got approached so much while I was pregnant, it was a little weird. I'm like, am I a fetish? Like, do y'all have a thing for pregnant women? Like, I got approached so much. I don't know why that is. So if any of you can guess or have some type of philosophy, okay, on why do men approach pregnant women, please leave it in the comment section below, because I was confused. I'm still confused. I was confused when I was pregnant, and I'm confused now with why did I get approached so much during the time I was pregnant. Always gotten approached. The thing is, now it has like doubled, tripled with the approaches and advances and the stares and all of that. But I can honestly say now it's a little more weird to me. Especially I think with this pandemic and everything going on, it makes it even more weird because you have somebody with a mask on. They're just staring at you. You know, a lot of times they won't say nothing. I think now it makes them even more uncomfortable to say anything because we got to be 6 feet apart and stuff. So it's like, now how do I approach this girl? So being that I can't approach her, I'm just gonna stare at her, like, and I'd be looking like, hi, you know. I don't know how to respond or how to act, you know, because even though I'm a extrovert, I'm also an introvert. Okay, I'm like both mixed together. It's like sometimes I'm okay with talking to people, and then other times like, please don't talk to me. I just want to come in here, get my groceries, get my clothes or whatever, and leave. You know, I don't want to be approached. I don't want to be stopped. I don't want to be talked to at all. So that's how I am sometimes. I probably done did that to my husband, my future husband that I've been waiting for. That's probably why I'm still single. I've noticed that I do get approached and stared at a lot But let me tell y'all the difference. When I was heavier, I felt like people, even if they weren't really trying to get to know me, even if they wasn't really trying to get to know me and they had hidden motives or whatever, I felt like they used that more to get to know me, or to connect with me. It was so many times, when I was heavier, that guys would be like, let me get your number so we can talk and all this stuff, maybe we can take you out and stuff like that. Now it's, dang girl, woo, you thick, woo. It's the cat calling, it's the looking up and down, it's the staring at my butt and all of that they don't even care about no more. Before they would try to hide it. Now it's not even hidden. It's like, hey, I want your body. Like, I'm more sexualized than I was before. You know what I'm saying? And not saying before I wasn't, because a lot of times some people actually, when they approach me, they make me feel like I was a fetish, not a human being that they felt like would be valuable to get to know. It just felt like, oh, I'm into big girls. Like, I love big women. So I want you, like, you're going to fulfill my fantasy or my fetish. And that's something I did not like. Like, and that's something I don't like now. But now it's more sexual. It's not like a fetish, but it's just straight out, I be feeling like a piece of meat sometimes. Like, they don't care. I be having my child with me and they do it when he's with me. He has caught guys doing it and gritted on them and say things and all and all of that. Like, back up off my mama. It's like they don't care. So that's definitely something that has changed. I get a lot of free stuff now. That's something that has never happened to me in the past. I get free things. MJ gets free things. Like, guys be really risking their jobs to try to appeal to me, and I'm like, I'm not even interested. I wasn't interested before the free item, and I'm not interested. I'm really not interested after the free item, because you're gonna lose your daggone job trying to attract me, and that don't attract me. I took MJ to the store because he's into Pokemon, and we went to the same store because it's in our area like 3 times so that he can get him some more Pokemon cards. And each time the guy, and it was the same guy, and I'm like, well, maybe the guy thinking I'm like him or something, because we keep coming back. But it was the same guy that gave him the Pokemon cards for free. He was just throwing Pokemon cards in his bag. MJ was trying to get like 2 or 3 packs, and he was putting like 5, 6, 7, 8 packs of Pokemon cards in his bag while he was at the register and wasn't charging MJ for it. And I'm just like, you about to lose your job for nothing, because it doesn't work. Like, it doesn't work. So definitely get a lot of free things. Definitely people are ready to help me. Like, male associates that are in stores will come all the way across the store to try to assist me, and I'm just like, I'm good. I know where everything's at. I'm okay. But yeah, so that is something different that I have noticed. It is what it is. It's the way the world is. It's the way society is. It's actually sad, and I feel like people miss out on a lot of good people because they're so judgmental of the physical. And it's not that you don't have to have preference, you know what I'm saying? But know how to approach a woman. Like, know how to approach me. Like, y'all need some men need a handbook, on how do you approach a woman that you are attracted to. Because all that cat calling and freaky deaky staring and all of that, it doesn't work. It makes me run from you. And if you don't get it right, then I'm going to be single for a long time, because I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? It's unattractive. But yeah, so that's the end of this video. Hopefully you all enjoyed. How do men treat me differently now that I've lost over 170 pounds? So yeah, that's the end of this video. I thank you all so much for watching. Until we meet again, may God be with you and may heaven smile upon you. Be blessed. Bye.